Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
All right, guys, welcome to another session of the Transform Sales Podcast, Sales Software Review. We have a special guest. We have Ramesh, co-founder of Highperformr.ai. And today we're going to talk about how to schedule 30 days of content under 30 minutes for you to generate more leads. Welcome to the show, Ramesh.
Thanks, Dave. It's a pleasure going to be speaking to you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's get right to it. So, can you please give us the name of the product you're going to be sharing with us today so that we can get started?
Sure. My name is Ramesh. I'm the co-founder at Highperformr.ai, and I'm going to probably want to share with you about how you can post 30 days of content under 30 minutes. Most importantly, for businesses who are looking to generate leads. So, at the end of the session, you should have an idea about, of course, posting on social, and also how do you get to leads, and what does leads mean, and how are you able to extract the most out of your social media handle and channel.
Awesome. Awesome. I think this is going to be a great session. And just to get started, what category do you guys currently fall into at the moment?
We are well. There are two critical areas where we really play. One is the social media management as a category, and the other is enrichment. Like we talk about lead enrichment, account books, and that's the RevOps play area where we really focus, where we want customers, our customers, to go and see, hey, are we able to enrich your existing account book? Are we able to add more leads into it? And obviously, the sales wants to do their magic with a lot of intelligence around it. And that's the lead generation piece of it, Dave.
Got it. And that was something I was mentioning to you earlier. Like most of these tools out there are just focusing on publishing. But what happens when you have a team where we're using multiple accounts to publish the content? Like in our case, right? We publish from 10 different accounts on a daily basis. So how do we turn that into high qualified leads that we can potentially get in a meeting or have a conversation, right? So this goes to the next question, which is, who is your ideal customer for this software product at the moment?
Our ideal customer is there are two people from the two departments from any company. One is, like I said, if there's a social media manager, if you're a company big enough and you have a social media manager who's managing the content for the brand, for the leadership, for the employees as well. That's one area. So the marketing department, and the second is the RevOps, where we are looking at where lead gen is an issue, where lead gen is you're looking at adding one more channel to leads, right? And that's where social plays a big network, a big area, and so it's the RevOps and the sales teams there.
Got it. One question that I have, as you've seen in the market, a lot of people are running the founder-led growth motion. So, for example, is founders creating content, right? Is this something that, for example, if you're a solopreneur, you're running the founder-led motion, is this a tool that will complement what you're currently doing and obviously free up some of the space to do the social selling piece?
Oh, absolutely. I think solopreneurs, we have actually for smaller businesses, solopreneurs, we actually have a lifetime deal that goes on to say, hey, if you're a single person company and you're looking at managing your Twitter, your LinkedIn company page, or your Twitter handle, or your own page, we just give it away for $59. And it's just about publishing at scale. You are able to calendar, you are able to schedule posts for the next 30 days. You can have more people on your, like you can even have your designer on the platform. They may not be able to post, but
Okay.
the entire collaboration just happens there. That is about social publishing at scale. So definitely recommend it. We have quite a few customers who are part of it, and you should probably look at that. It's a lifetime deal for just $59. Yeah.
Great, great. No, that's for those that are watching. This could be a good way to start posting on content on LinkedIn. Of course, you're going to be busy with those calls, but having the right tool to back you up when it comes to creating content, and of course, all those insights that AI is going to support you with, so that you always sound the same. And that's something that Ramesh is also going to be sharing with us today. But the next question will be, how does your software help users do what they couldn't do before your software existed?
Well, uh, a social media management tool was never built, to your point, it was never built for a solopreneur, right? You kind of picked smaller tools that didn't have the complete use cases. Either it had only scheduling, it didn't have ideas. We're looking at it holistically. We're looking at getting more ROI from your social. We are looking, businesses are probably spending more time to enhance their social media uh, and use it for lead gen. So, you know, 3 to 4 years back, it was about getting your website, right? You're constantly putting in publishing, you're publishing blogs, you're publishing content, you're ensuring that the pricing page looks good. Now imagine you have a parallel channel in social media that does the exact same thing, and it adds to your marketing stack, which means you are publishing whatever the content that you have published on your website is now you have the ability to do it super fast without anything. You're able to publish it on social. Imagine that content actually generating a lot of conversations, because now it has context, and your ICP, social media, has its own algorithms, right? So you're now able to have conversations with context. Now, in a website, you never know if someone is liking your post or not liking it or reacting. In social media, you have that right away, right? So piece of content, it goes out, you're looking at engagement already before it starts. And if you're consistent, you're only going to see that engagement level going up. And once that goes up, uh, you know in the website, you're looking at someone coming to fill up your form and that going into your CRM. We're talking about someone commenting as, and if they are part of your ICP, we are now able to extract it and push it into your
Mm.
CRM as well. So you literally have a second channel running for your demand gen on through social.
No, that's absolutely insane. One of the questions that I have regarding this software is, does it also have the ability to repurpose your best content in order for you to have those handy
Oh,
whenever you're gonna do content, let's say on the weekend or
oh
days
yeah.
like a Wednesday, right? A Wednesday is one of the top performing days for social selling. So is that something you can do as well with High Performer?
Oh, absolutely. Right. I think you hit the nail on the head, Dave. A lot of us fail to kind of publish what's been working in the past, right? We're always looking for newer content. This is super easy. You're able to, let's say, every Wednesday, you can just go ahead and put your best performing and post, and the topic can be rotated. You can have a different variation to it, and all of that can be done super easily. Like, you don't have to go and think about, okay, how do I spin the same content in a different way that can cater to ICP. We do it for you, and I can probably show you a demo as well on how that works.
Perfect. And the last question that I have before we move to the fourth question is, for example, let's say something that I published a month ago, right? And I acquire High Performer today. Is it capable to grab that last post and then give me recommendations of how to publish it again if that's something that I'm gonna republish?
Uh, I think there are two problems on where you're tackling. One is getting to know which is that post that probably has got you the most. What are your top posts? It's
Hmm.
extremely difficult to understand that because you're talking about a certain topic. I'm sure, Dave, you're talking about transforming sales constantly, right? What are the different ways? But you're doing it in different angles, but you still don't know which is your top post that you want to re-engage in and bring that to. Identifying that is a problem, and we help you do that. Now, second problem for that is, how do you repurpose that same content in a different way? And we can do that as well. And third is identifying who are the people who have engaged on that post. It's very hard. It's a manual problem. I mean, sometimes you just don't want to waste your time on it. You just want to go ahead. But we can
Yeah,
exactly tell you who are people who have probably liked the post, and that's your and if they belong to your ICP, boom, you can probably take them into your CRM. and nurture the conversation from there.
Now, this is quite interesting because I took some coaching sessions, and one of the main things that I learned is that it's not about publishing, but it's about engaging with those posts and making sure that they generate a lot of comments. So it's good to see that there's a software that actually complements that thing that is working right now, which is the comments, right? Because on LinkedIn, from my understanding, is liking is 1 point, commenting is 2 points, and then resharing is 3 points. But if you have a tool backing you up on how to shape the message a lot better, how to engage with the people that are commenting, it enables you, let's say, for example, for a
Yeah,
founder doing the founder led motion, you're very well equipped to run your social selling plays, right? So I think
yeah.
this is very, very interesting for sure. And this goes for the fourth question is how should users measure success with your software product?
At the end of the day, it's all about lead generation, right? Are you able to add newer accounts that you want to follow up with if you're a business? If you're a solopreneur, um, hey, is my social media strategy even working? Right? You're constantly thinking about benchmarking yourself and trying to understand, hey, I think those are two very quick measures at the highest level that you want to look at. We make it super easy with our analytics, and it's all about lead generation that you want to care about. Uh,
Yeah, you're
if that
helping you're
answers the
helping
question.
you're helping buyers make an informed decision based on the content they previously had posted, or whatever strategy they have new, and to make sure that they're
See,
setting it up for success, right?
yeah, when you're looking at when I say, hey, you're looking for newer leads on your from your social, what I mean to say is, uh, uh, imagine a company, right? A company, a mid-sized company where you have, let's say, 50 employees or 100 employees. You have a certain marketing budget. All of that marketing budget today, Dave, is spent at the bottom of the funnel, where you know that, hey, people have a commercial intent to buy right now, and that's where you want to put in all your dollars. And but that's we always know that that's just 5% of your ICP who are
Hmm.
who have a commercial intent to buy right now. At High Performer, what we're doing is we're flipping this and saying that, hey, go ahead, spend that 5%, spend the money on people who have a commercial intent to buy now. But how do you grow your pipeline? And that's the opportunity at the 95% on top of the funnel,
100%.
uh, where you may not, we're not going to come here with intent to say, hey, I want to buy a software right now. That's minuscule. We are
Yeah,
saying, hey, how do you engage with your ICP? How, if you see someone liking your post, it doesn't mean they're ready to buy right now.
100%.
And if they belong to your if they belong to your ideal customer profile, it gives you a chance to engage with them over a period of time. And when you know that, hey, and you start seeing that when you say in the last 7 days, this Dave has probably liked my five of my posts thrice, you probably know that it's time to start dating, right?
Absolutely.
You try and engage with them. Hey, I've seen you like my posts. I really like your profile. Hey, what do you do? This is what I do, and then the conversation moves on, and then it gets to the bottom of the funnel, into the 5%, where you're now ready to pour in money on. You don't want to start. I mean, companies hate spending money in the 95%. They want that organically, and that's what we help companies do.
No, and that's a mistake that I done in the past too, right? But then when I started getting in the position of showing people what's possible at the top of the funnel, it just changes the whole experience. People come with more questions. People come more informed, and then in the moment you do one offer a month, one offer every week, the results are a lot different, right? So
Absolutely.
I definitely tag team with that. That's a very important thing to highlight because nowadays, if you're not making an informed decision, you're just gonna get buyer remorse. You're not gonna want to buy again. You're not gonna recommend, and
That's right.
you know you miss out on opportunities, potential
Yeah,
opportunities.
you don't get a second chance, right?
A hundred percent.
A rookie sales folks always go onto LinkedIn and say, "Hey, our company does this. Do you want to buy this right now?" It doesn't work. You are going to
No,
build that engagement, build that trust. Because let's face it, right? The world of SaaS is just super crowded, right? It's very hard to differentiate products and their offering and stuff like that. So you got to be super clear in how we want to go ahead.
No, of course. And if you set up those bad habits in your team, you're getting the team excited for the wrong reasons, right? But when you have a bigger scope of, what's top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, then having everybody well equipped on what content to create, having the right system that's backing that up, it's very hard for you to fail, right? So
That's
this is
right.
definitely very, very insightful. So we're gonna get to the most exciting
Thank
part, which
you.
is, well, most of our audience really enjoy seeing, which is the platform itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and you can walk us through how to schedule 30 days of content in 30 under less than 30 minutes, so that you can generate
Yeah.
more leads. So I'll go ahead and share, and I'm all ears.
All right, there you go. So let's do this
Awesome.
very quickly.
Yep.
I'm going to take you through our social AI copilot,
Yep.
and we will see how can you get content post ideas super quickly. So I'm just going to take a link from my blog, uh, turn on my social copilot. I'm going to say get a post from my blog. I'm going to put that in here. This is talking about how do you set up an employee advocacy program, uh, and and you see what's happening here. What's happening here is our copilot is analyzing the blog post in terms of what's going on over there.
Hmm.
So we will wait for it to collect more information and see how the copilot is able to explore more ideas for the post. All right. Here is what I got from the Intercom's blogs, and if you see what's happened is I just kind of put in the Intercom blog in there, uh, and we've got this post. We've got this post ready. This is from the Intercom's blog. I didn't make even a single. Uh, I haven't made even a single edit as yet.
Hmm.
So I'm just going to leave that over there for you to read for it for a second. You can edit this super quickly. Like if I want, I
Ah,
can
okay.
just
Got
add
it.
notes and comments. If you're a social media manager, you can just go ahead and edit these comments. Uh, but the best part is, hey, I don't like this. It just talks about intercom from enterprises. My I can bring in my designer and say, hey, can you provide me a better image? And this there is a notification that is sent to Harsh, who's my colleague, uh, to provide. What also happens is Harsh gets an email very quickly to say, hey, can we look at uh, uh, looking at having a new image for this post. Now, what is important is I want an approve. If I'm a social media manager, I want to get this post approved.
Yep.
So I could go here and ask for approval from from my let's say boss, who's money, and I can send this for approval. Now that's it. What I can do is I can go ahead and schedule this on, let's say, I want to do this for tomorrow or for Thursday, 9 a.m. This post is scheduled. It's ready to go. Unless money approves of it, this post is not going to go live,
Ah, okay.
right? So
So it just
that's the
stops it.
that. Say that again. Yeah, it just stops, right? Obviously, because when you are a social media manager, you're writing for your boss, you're writing for a founder. Social is where your focus is on. Uh, it's not it's important that you have their approval, and that's what we get done, right? uh, you can actually have you can we provide you with a lot of ideas, and you can even talk about, hey, what are the ones that are ready to have, like these are my past content sources. I can get it from SaaSta, from TechCrunch. I can generate posts from this. uh, it's super easy. It just goes, this is how, because I have selected that these are my sources of what I'm going to publish content on, and the AI picks them up, and you are now able to publish content for every piece that you already have.
Now, of course, because
Okay.
there's some sources
Uh,
that their information is highly valuable, and you want to be a thought leader of those topics, right? That they share. So that's awesome, right?
that,
Honestly.
That is right. Now, what we also do here, Dave, is we're looking at now we're going to publish at breakneck speed. So we have to kind of understand how do we look at our social content that is going to go alive in have the lens of a CRM in it, and that's where this whole piece of a Kanban view actually works. Where I
Hmm.
know, hey, I want to be writing about my product feature in about a few days' time. Uh, I can even set a reminder for it. Uh, right? I can set a reminder. It's planned now. I can go ahead and also have other ideas. Hey, what other ideas do I have that my social media manager has probably created for me? I can just pick that as and move it to a draft and say, okay, this looks good. I want to go ahead and publish that. You already know we published once that the publish the one that is ready to go. Approval pending, right? What are the blogs? What are the social posts that are ready for approval? So we give this entire Kanban view as the treatment of a CRM, where you literally know how the deal is moving from the sourcing stage till the closure stage, right? And if it's not posted, it also is available on your failed posts. Uh,
Yeah, similar to
and
like a deal board.
Exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly to a deal board, and then
Uh,
you can have a set it up in view of a calendar as well. We pick this up to say how consistent are you. The green dots over here are to say how consistent you are. The blue ones are whatever has been planned, and because at the end of the day, it is the consistency that matters as far as social is concerned.
100%.
Yeah. The next part of it is the analytics. Like I said, this is super crucial. We are always looking to see what's working. And this is very important for solopreneurs, right? They're constantly looking at, hey, what's working with my profile? What's not working? And if you see what's happening here, this is my profile. In the last 30 days or so, I have about 98 posts and replies, and that's gone up. The good news is it's gone up by 20%. It talks about consistency. It talks about, hey, what's the follower count that I have from here? We have some AI coach thrown in here. What are my recent post highlights? Hey, what have
Mm,
I, right? This is a very quick overview of what's happening. I can look at it for the last 30 days. I can look at my top engaged post, which is the ones that are actually performing in the last 30 days. Uh, I can also see, hey, what's the kind
what
of
format?
engagement that exactly, right? If you have only a text, my engagement, if you see, is very low, but I have uh, uh, the posts that have images, they probably have a much better engagement rate over here. Post consistency, many of the software vendors are providing this data, but we're just probably giving you a better spin. The way to look at it is much more easier. Post consistency tracker, you said, Dave, hey, that Wednesday is probably the best day to send, but it could differ from person to person, from persona to
Yeah,
persona, and we
for
kind of
industry as well. Yeah,
absolutely right. What is
absolutely.
the kind of followers that we have gained or lost over the last 30 days? This is what I said. What are your top posts? In a single click, you're now able to get what your top posts look like and who are the followers that are a part of it. In a single click, you're now able to look at what a top post are. Let me give you the fun part of it, and these are for people who probably want to know what's happening with their, so who's visiting them, what's happening. We call it the social audience. You are now able to look at who is engaging with you. Your profile. It'll take a few seconds for it to load. Uh, while
Yeah,
that
and
comes up,
one of the things that definitely stands out is how easy it is to visualize this information, right? Because I use I use softwares for me to schedule content, and that was one of the things that I found very difficult and viewing the results or the analytics behind it. I feel like it was easy to get lost. I feel like this one, it gives
right?
you like, not only is it informative, but it's also very nice and visual. Like it's very visual and easy to read as well, right? Because sometimes people might not be very technical. So I feel like this, like you said, it equips even solopreneurs to easily understand it and plug it in,
Absolutely.
right?
Right? So
Awesome. Yeah.
all what I've showed you so far, Dave, is for solopreneurs, entrepreneurs who are probably looking. We have a magical piece over here. where we call this your audience. And let me show you this tab. This is for companies. These are for uh, uh, larger companies who are looking to probably look at growing their account book, their status, and so on and so forth. Uh, what you're seeing here is literally leads that are ready to sync with your CRM. Let's say, for example, I want to look at profiles who are engaging with a particular company, in this case, right? I'm able to now go and source that. I can go and configure my signals. I can say, who do I want to talk about? Do I want it to, uh, you know, uh, do I want it from any particular country, any particular department? You're able to configure all of that. I'm even able to see if it's a social media manager whom I'm targeting, and we are able to get that data. Now, what you see after that, you have other filters. When did they, what's the kind of filter you want to apply? In how many days of conversation are you going to look at? We get all of that. We are able to kind of look, filter it down to, let's say, the primary department, where if it's the marketing department, or is the founding team, is it the co-founder, is it the CEO, you're able to get that information. And what you see in this table is literally like a ready-made CRM, where you
Mhm.
are able to get people who are engaging with a particular profile or a company, and you can just configure this. In this case, Colin Parsons has been engaging with Clay. You will even know what they've been, how many times they've engaged with it, right? We give you the link to the post. It goes there. You can even click on it and kind of look at what's the post that they have. You will see that coming. If you see, we kind of give you a very a good a card about their details on what they do and the activities. Now, we said we Rosie over here has probably engaged with Clay thrice, and we give all the posts that he or she has probably liked or engaged with. Now, this information is invaluable, because if you are someone who is from the people operations team and they belong to your ICP, this better be an account that your sales teams are going after, right?
Of
And
course.
about 40 we have more than about 40 signals that you can select, and that can be exported directly into your CRM,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah.
So this
When it, yeah, go for it. Sorry.
yeah, this is something that all of our customers are loving right now. This is an area is where we say that your social presence, convert your social presence into your demand gen, into your lead gen, and this is exactly what I mean by it.
I feel like this is honestly very useful for those mid-sized companies and solopreneurs, right? But one of the things that buyers usually ask us is, what are the limitations in terms of integrations? Who do you guys currently integrate with at the moment?
Great question. So if you can see these are our current integrations that are live. In this profile, we have integrated with LinkedIn. Obviously, the company pages, you have about 17 profiles connected. You have 2 company pages. You have 11 Twitter connected already. But we also have, if you see, we are connected to our own HubSpot, which is our sales automation as well. And you can bring in any CRM that you work with, and we'll be happy to connect that as well. We are looking to have integrations with a lot of sales enablement and engagement tools. We want to have, let's say, you want to collect these audiences and put them into a sequence of sending newsletters. You can get your email marketing tool in as well as over
Got
there.
it.
Uh, if you're already using a data enrichment platform as an Apollo or a Lucia or anyone else, bring that in, and we will enrich it with the conversation that you already are looking for. The best part is we are even looking at it from a team collaboration. The moment you see any new engagement belonging to your ICP happening on your social profile or your competitors, we will even push that over Slack and other
Got it.
communication channels. Uh, right? So
Got it.
uh, all of our larger companies are working with with ABM platforms, and ABM platforms bring in third party signals. We
Mhm.
are looking at social signals, and we can push that into respective accounts as well into the ABM platforms. And obviously, like I said, bring in any platform, and we should be able to get this started for you.
Now, one of the things that jump in there is RB2B. We use RB2B, so that's something that
Hmm.
could be definitely worth to try. No, this is absolutely
Absolutely.
sick. This is absolutely sick, Mesh. And also, when it comes to automations, what kind of automations can you activate within this software?
At this point in time, we are now able to add from a social post perspective. We can add a repost, which means, hey, you can set this that every 12 hours. Let's say you're in a different time zone or whatever. You can repost this.
Oh
Um,
wow,
if you're on Twitter, you can delay the thread. Given that, hey, you want to look at the pulse of your audience, you can set the delay. In this case, it's 1 minute delay. You can go ahead and do these automations. What you can also do is cross post, which means let me take you to one of the existing posts. I want to cross post into my Twitter as well, and you can do that super easily. I'm just going to take an existing post that we probably have ready made. This is large, so I can add. If it's a LinkedIn profile, if you see, I just hit the cross posting button.
hmm
You are now able. You will see which of these are. It can just be copied directly. That's compatible for cross posting across LinkedIn. But you can make this. You can add your own prompt here.
got it. And it's going to take into account the text limitations.
That's right. If you see it's small, and I can go ahead and say cross post this. It's even shorter. Go. I can replace and edit this, and I can cross post it for my Twitter as well. Probably it just has a few more, right? I can even add emojis.
No, and I feel like this is something that definitely complements most of the modern sales reps because everybody's whenever they do content on social media,
There you
they
go.
always start from zero, right? So having a tool that
Absolutely. Yeah,
is enabling you to sound the same, use the same content that you already published, you don't have to go
that's
back
right.
to zero every time, right?
Absolutely. Now you see that it's made it crisper, and it's now compatible for cross posting against your Twitter handles as well, and it's good to go. Right? It makes it super
Got
easy
it.
to do that. Yep.
Awesome. So a quick summary is having a tool that allows you to publish backed up by AI, allows you to repurpose, allows you to set automation. It's integrated with most of the top tools out there. You can use it as a solopreneur, as a big company as well, right? Because you're pretty much enabling anybody else to function properly on social media, and that's a plus for sure. So I do want to thank you for your time, Ramesh, for this session. I know there's a lot of things that those that are watching are going to benefit of, and we of course are going to leave the link in the description for those that are looking for this solution. If you're looking to power your social media presence, you're looking for AI, top AI right now that is going to back up your team to ensure that they perform and they are high performers. This might be the right tool for you. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dave. It's been a pleasure showing this software to you. And thank you so much. Really, I enjoyed this conversation, and
I did
hope you did too.
I did as well. No, and one of the things that I wanted to bring up, I could have missed, is the amount of free resources that you guys have. Right? It's not. I feel like I owe you after seeing all those resources, and I feel like that's a good hook for those that are looking for an alternative option, right? Because sometimes a lot of companies have a lot of offers, but they don't have good things for you to start and getting a little
Yep,
bit of the taste of it, right? So it's a lot of good things
absolutely.
out
So
there for those that are watching.
Totally. If you're a small business, if you're not a solopreneur, if you are looking to just publish at scale, do check out our lifetime offer. It's on right on top of our homepage, the Highperformr.ai. It's $59 for 3 handles. You can bring in even a company LinkedIn page and publish away. So that's just something that I want to leave everyone with. You don't have to wait for an expensive software to publish your post.
Awesome. No,
All right.
I appreciate your time, Ramesh. I hope to see you soon in another episode of the Transform Sales Podcast, Sales Software Review, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon, Dave. Bye.
Awesome.